It's time to learn. And what are we going to learn about today?
Sushi.
Sushi. This is our cat, Sushi. And he is a little stinker.
Yes,
we love him. But I am not a fan of the food sushi at all, actually.
I'm not either. And I want to like sushi. Like, I think it would be
cool.
So good.
It looks nice, and it's very I can get the visual art of sushi, but what I do not like is the taste of it. It grosses me out.
Like the thought of it, like I'll take a bite and I'm like, oh.
No, the smell, the taste, like I don't think there's anything redeeming about sushi to me.
Yeah.
Not you, buddy, of course. I love our little sushi boy. He's very sweet. But I just can't get into the food, and I am interested to learn about it and how it even exists or why it even exists to begin with. So yeah, Salmonella is going to take us to school. We're going to the Salmonella Academy, and we're going to learn us something today. Are you ready?
I think so.
Let's do it.
Hey kids, it's Food Friday. So today's lesson is on the history of sushi. Sushi first came into existence in Japan around the 8th century. It consisted of gutted, salted fish stored in fermented rice. You know, this half-rotting rice is good and all, but I can still smell things. Yeah, and I'm not having nearly as much diarrhea as I would like to be. What should we do? Raw fish. Raw fish, I was thinking exactly the same thing. God, we are so in sync. Nah, but actually, the rice wasn't meant to be eaten. It was only used as a means of preservation. You see, the fermenty juices of the rice would soak into the fish and prevent it from spoiling. However, as semi-rancid food often does, it would also impart a sour taste on the fish. That's where the name sushi comes from, an antiquated Japanese term for sour tasting. Also, it smelled like death. The odor is described as an extremely pungent cross between blue cheese, fish, and vinegar. Man, I'm mad. Why's that? I smelled something down the road. Thought a new sushi vendor was in town. Turns out, it was just a hobo taking a piss on a tuna sandwich. Later on, during the late Edo period, people started pickling the rice, which drastically shortened the required fermentation time. So now, rather than smelling like blue cheese, fish, and vinegar, it just smelled like fish and vinegar.
Wonderful.
Go figure. People found this rice to be much more palatable, so it began to be eaten alongside the fish. Sheet seaweed was also invented around 1750, which allowed the contemporary sushi roll to take form around this time. Toss in a couple vegetables, and you've got something much more resemblant to today's sushi. During the late 19th century, many Japanese emigrated to America to escape the imperial takeover of Japan, which was known as the Meiji Restoration. It just so happens that they brought the concept of sushi with them, which enjoyed brief popularity among the upper class during the turn of the 20th century. However, coinciding with the imperial takeover was the fact that Japan started being kind of a dick. Hey, freedom is gay. What did you just say? Yeah, your way of life is for pussies. Oh yeah? Guess we'll just stop eating your dumb fucking fish roll things then. Hey, fuck you, you cheeseburger slut. I'll nuke your bitch ass. Wait, what is nuke? 40 years, you'll see. And thus, sushi lost its place in the West. Cut to the early 1960s. World War II tensions are mostly gone, and refrigeration is everywhere. This allowed sushi to again rise in America, this time for good. By the 1980s, sushi restaurants were everywhere, especially along the West Coast. But as you can imagine, American sushi saw significant alteration in order to appeal more to the Western palate. For example, if you went to Japan and asked for cream cheese in your roll, they'd probably just put you on a raft and gently push you out to sea. But to each their own, and today sushi is more popular than ever. So kids, remember to be careful of who you make fun of, because the weird smelly kid of today might just be the next big thing tomorrow.
The original trio for sushi would be like
Your
my
nightmare.
worst nightmare. That sounds horrific. Horrific.
Well, I don't know if it's fermented because rice goes bad like really quickly. Like I didn't really know, but like after like 3 days, there's like this really, I don't know, powerful bacteria that can sit up in your rice. Like if you keep your rice in your refrigerator for like a week and you eat it, like you can die.
I
didn't
heard
really
about a
know.
kid recently, not recently, but within the last couple years, who ate leftover Chinese food like the day after, and it was some kind of bacteria they couldn't stop, and it killed him.
Yeah, it might have just been like rice that had been like.
Dude, do you know
like
how many
the
times that I've
restaurants.
eaten like leftover week-old damn hibachi rice and shit like
Week-old?
that? Hell yeah. When I was like 18, 19.
And now you're
shit.
like, it is 18 hours old. I cannot touch
No,
this.
now I'm like, I ate this 2 hours ago. I'm home. I've got the munchies. I'm eating the whole damn rest of the meal now. Like
True.
I don't give it a chance to do all that. But dear God, dude, like the putrid stank shitballs that people used to
Fermented.
eat back in the day really make me fucking
Well, like
question a lot of my...
refrigeration, like he said, like I
my
never thought about
ancestry.
it. Like I can understand like salt cured meat way more
Oh,
than I can understand.
God, dude. Fermented
Yeah.
rice and rotten
Hi,
fish and
Sushi.
vinegar. How about y'all just fucking push me off a cliff? Fuck that.
You don't
Excuse
stink.
me,
You
fuck
only
that.
stink whenever you let big toots out, which you
Yes.
do.
This thing sleeps under the blanket with Nikki, and there are times she'll just be sitting there and she'll go, "Ah!"
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, yeah, because it just hits out of nowhere.
Yeah,
He's a fart machine.
he's a fart machine, and he's also incredibly cute. Look at this thing.
And we
man.
didn't name him. He was supposed to get adopted
Oh
out,
my
and he
gosh.
didn't. And they named him Sushi, and it just felt good to he's making these adorable noises. I just love him
He's
so
so
much.
cute. But yeah, Salmonella teaching us something we wish we never would have learned, but it's good for you to learn. Thank you, Sam. We appreciate you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction, and we will see you
See you guys.
in the next one. Bye!